and welcome to Food for Vikings. Today we shall make the all-powerful, almighty, undefeatable peaches and cream cake. You are going to need butter, vanilla cream, flour, peaches, baking powder, vanilla sugar, cinnamon, kesam, sour cream or Greek yogurt, vanilla flavored, vanilla essence, baking soda, and sugar. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now that you have all your ingredients, we'll start with the peaches. Find your hatchet, open that thing up, find your fork, and pull a couple out, like so. Oh, very good. Now, chop the shit out of it. You want some good slices, maybe some squares, I don't care, really. You do whatever you like. Whatever tastes good for you. Make sure your berry does not get in the food by putting it in your shirt. Like this. Much better. Unless you want a beard that smells like peaches. If you're weird or kinky like that. There we go. We have some nice pieces. So we need a couple of pieces like this to put in the cake. If you do 2 halves or 3 halves, it is up to you how much of the peachiness you want. I like it very peachy, so we do a bunch like this. Now, here's for the fun part. We take a bunch and we squish them. Just pretend that they are puny little elves or nisser or something and just squish the shit out of it, like this. There we go. Once you've squished all your peaches, you put them in the bowl with all your other ingredients that we're gonna get to in a second. Or more like a minute. And while you're doing this, you can listen to fun music time, like Beach Boys or something. Oh, that was a good one. You could hear the squishiness. Just pretend that your fallen enemy is at the battlefield. There we go, nice and mushy and squishy and disgusting. Okay, now that you have squished your Nissa peaches, or whatever you want to call it, you mix all the dry stuff, like the flour. So, since there might be people from Europe, people from America and whatever else, Canada, New Zealand, Japan, who knows, I will say parts instead of, you know, liters and kilos and gallons? Whatever. Anyway, you want 2 parts of the flour. Not daffodils, not daisies, but the white flour powder stuff, like this. In Norse we call it vetemel. Just like that. Vetemel. Now, you want to put 1 part to your 2 parts of vetemel with sugar. In Norse we call this socker. Just like that. There we go. Now you take a small tiny part of baking powder. I'm not going to tell you how that sounds in Norse because I don't feel like it. Now you put baking soda. This is a funny one because in Norse it is natrun. Natrun. You put that in too. Then you sprinkle some cinnamon in. Because cinnamon is delicious in everything. I put it on fish too. Okay. You mix it up a bit with your finger. That is how you make it even more delicious. You put sweat and blood and tears in it, preferably tears from your fallen foes. But that's a different story, different ingredient. Mostly used for meat recipes. Okay, and you also have to put a little bit of vanilla sugar. 1 piece of vanilla sugar. Okay, now that you have mixed all your dry stuff, now you got to mix in the wet stuff. So we'll start with butter, or margarine, or whatever. You put, approximately 10 scoops, because we're disgusting like that. Nine and 10. Okay, it's approximate. It's not precise science. Whatever. It is a way of saying it in Norse, which is "jag driter i det." So you mix your butter in there. You put your fingers in like usual, because we are disgusting. Mix it nice and good. Oh yes, very nice. Now you put your kesam or sour cream if you're a weirdo, or your Greek yogurt. Like this, you plop it in. And you put your fingers in that too. Very good. We Vikings like to put our fingers in stuff. It tastes better that way. Get it all mixed up. If you're a sissy pants and you don't want to contaminate your food, you just use a little spatula like this. It is hard because I'm left-handed. And I don't give a shit, so I use my fingers. Very good, keep doing that. Okay, when you have mixed it to a certain almost completely mixed mixture, you put in a little bit of vanilla essence, just like this. There we go. And then you put your peaches in. Just scoop it all in there. Oh, nice and good and delicious. Oh, look at the peachiness. Oh, it's so peachy. Ha. Now you mix it in with the batter. You mix it and you mix it. Very good. There we go. Now that we have mixed it, we shall butter our pan and pour it in. And then put it in the oven, obviously. And now we wait until the cake is done, and it takes about, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes depending on your oven. And once it is done, you take it out of the oven, obviously. Okay, so when you think it's ready, it takes between half an hour to 45 minutes, I think. It is not exact science, that's why you have to babysit this stuff. And besides, I'm not a master chef, so I don't know. Anyway, when it's approximately done, you take it out of the oven. Obviously. Now, You're supposed to make it cool for maybe 15 minutes, but we cheated, so it's cool-ish. I am impatient, so we start. You have to separate the pan. It's not good pan, but I work with what I have. When you separate, you let it flop out of the pan onto a surface, like this. Let us see now. I'm stupid and I didn't clean my cutting board before this, but look, it's so easy. You just do like this and you make it dry. With paper! Okay. Disregard planes in background, that is for pillaging projects, that is not fun. Let's see how this works out. This is experiment time with me. And it turned out almost perfect. Little bit left in the pan, but that's okay. It smells good. So it's a little bit too hot still, so we let it cool and sit a little bit more. And then when that's done, we cut it in the middle and we put the cream. So you've taken the cake out of the pan. I almost said the pan out of the cake, but that's it. Now you could cut it in the middle, like this, and lift the top part off. But because I used the wrong pan, because I'm an idiot, it's gonna be hard. But there's still a solution. We can cut it on the top and spread it like a... something that can be spread, I don't know. And then you put the cream in. Okay, so let's do this. So you just make a little incision. Like so, you spread the cheeks. And you push it away. You know what? This is one of those parts where you have to tuck your bath again. Okay, we are ready. Then we let the cream go into the hole. You help the cream into the hole a bit. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect. This is a homemade cake, so it's allowed to be ugly. Some people have ugly children and that's okay. It's just the same principle. You get a good amount of cream in there. You help it in. There you go. Nice and gushy. Reminds me of something. I keep thinking of something, but I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, you just stick it in there, like this, nice and vigorously. The cream might start flying a bit, but that is okay. There we go. Now, let it sit a little bit more so the cream can go draw itself into the cake a little bit, and then you're ready to cut it and eat it with your mouth, like normal freaking people. Okay, so you have spread the cake open like the rib cage of your foes. Now you're ready to cut the cake like this, and then we bring it over to the plate like this. If you have a little leftover cream, you could just add the cream on top or on the side. Let's put a little bit more cream there, because everybody likes a little bit of cream in their mouth. And do some more pieces. Oops, that's okay. No one gives a shit. There we are. Now we have good delicious cake before going on pillagings. Oh, look at that. Squish it. Squish it like a skull. There we go. Perfect. If you want to, you can sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top, just for looksies. There we go. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Especially that one. That one is gonna be mine. Okay. Let's try this. Ugh, my mustache always in the way. That's perfect. Okay, I'm ready to pillage now. Hello and welcome to Food for Vikings. Today we shall make the awesome, almighty, all-powerful peach.
This is it.